website in case of the game development and game publishing is quite annoying but quite important formality. Basically, why do you need to have a website? You need to have a website to host somewhere the privacy policy for your game and basically some very basic information about the game. But the most important is a must-have requirement from the application store for you to have the website with a privacy policy. So what can go wrong with such very simple task as having a website with a privacy policy? Of course, you can think about the building the website for the game, particularly for the game, just as I did for Kincells previously. And that's a bad choice, because you have to maintain the website, you have to maintain the infrastructure, builds, and so on and so forth. So you know how it goes with the websites. And why it's bad? Because most probably you will have multiple games, and you shouldn't wasting your time on multiple websites for each game, because it's gonna be waste, and it's not a lean project management. It's a waste. So I've made the research, and it's appeared to be that most game developers, studios, they have one site for many games, for all the games, obviously, and they have one privacy policy, maybe in terms of terms and conditions for all of their games. And if they games are kind of needs to have some particular game may have need to have a specific privacy policy, they can host the specific privacy policy on this shared site. So all this done is to save the time for building the particular site and building the infrastructure for that particular website. I will show you mine, because last week I've been reworking on the old existing Kincells site to host multiple projects. In this case, old Kincells project and new Fightback. So here is the updated Kincells website. Now it's called Kincells Games. I generally like the name of the domain, so why not to have the very same name for the studio? It's easy and doesn't really matter much. So I have the very minimalistic design for the homepage, and here I have some mission declaration. I have links to games I have, so you can see we have Kincells here, and we have a new one, Fightback. Each one has its own landing page with the links. It has own style. Everything is working as was before. There is a link to the privacy policy. There is a link home back to the main page. There is a page for Fightback, very minimalistic and very simple, just to have the very minimalistic description, some links, links to Play Market, links home, and obviously a link to the privacy policy. By the way, there is no point to waste your time on generating the privacy policy by your own. There are lots of privacy policy generators, so I have used the privacy policy generator as well, and it did work for me beautifully. I will share the link to the privacy policy generator in a video description. Also, as you can see, the website is working blazingly fast. It jumps from page to page seamlessly. It's all because it's just a set of static HTML pages. So the point is that you don't need to waste any time for the any custom website development, for any custom design. It's all the waste of time and money. You still have to remember that you're a game developer, not a website developer. So the site is something what should be the most cheapest one and the most lean production you may have. I have found a couple templates on the one-page love catalog with one-page templates. It's amazing templates with amazing design. They're pretty much cheap, so you can choose anyone which you like, and it's gonna be good enough to go with that. So don't waste your time on custom design. I did, and it didn't make any sense. I will share link to the one-page love template catalog as well in the description to the video. Huge advantage of the completely static websites that you don't need to have any kind of server to serve your web page, because only things which you need to serve is just a set of HTMLs, some JavaScripts, some CSS, some images, and that's it. So you can leverage the serverless architecture and go with absolutely low prices. So for instance, I'm paying for hosting of my website around $1.50 per month. So I will explain how it works and share the link in the video description below with the link to video with the details on how to set up Cloudflare with Google storage bucket or AWS S3. So doesn't matter. Thing is that you need some storage to host your static files, some kind of bucket, and you need Cloudflare configuration to read your assets from any kind of storage. So how it works for me, let's say I'm developing my super lean static website. I'm pushing it to GitHub. On the GitHub I have a GitHub repo. On push I'm triggering GitHub actions which are pushing the code to Google Cloud Storage public bucket. Obviously in GitHub actions you can provide build logic, some validation and so on, but thing is, after all, GitHub just pushing the compiled assets to GCP. And from your domain configuration, you need to configure the DNS services servers configuration to be aimed on the Cloudflare. Cloudflare will let you set up caching and SSL certificate, and it will be serving the static assets by your domain from your given storage. So you basically getting absolutely for free SSL certificate and caching on top of your bucket contents. So it's extremely fast, extremely cheap, and extremely reliable. Once again, I will share the link to the manual how to set up such architecture in the video description. Now I have blazingly fast working website. It's absolutely static, it's absolutely cheap, and I've done it in 1.5 days. It's amazing, and now I'm done with formalities, so I can proceed with the publishing of the open beta test. So I can concentrate on the actual game development, because game development is what I'm doing. So the next steps is to create the content for the first 8 levels, and I need to create 2 bosses. It's not me who creating bosses, I'm working with a developer, but the goal is to create enough of content for the public test to start gathering the feedback about the game as soon as I can, so I can fix the game before I will generate more content which is useless. I wish you the great week and good evening, and whatever part of the day you have. See you in the next episode.